Good evening, Lancer fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School here in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity girls volleyball between the Tewksbury Redmen and your Lawrence High School Lancers. Tewksbury comes into the game with a record of 1-1. They're coming off their first win of the season at home against Methuen, 3-0, a victory for the Redmen. Meanwhile, the Lancers are 4-0 this season, and they will be looking to continue the great start to the 2019 season here at home against Tewksbury. We want to thank you for joining us here this evening on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the first set.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here?
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks again for joining us here this evening on LPS Media. We are your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. Varsity girls volleyball action here in mid-September. The Tewksbury Redmen in town to face off against your Lawrence High School Lancers. It's Wednesday, September the 18th, 2019. We want to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. The Lancers come into the game with a record of 4-0. Excellent start to the 2019 season after winning the MIAA Division I North Championship last season. They have victories against Everett, Chelmsford, Central Catholic, and most recently Andover. That was on Monday night. All of those wins, 3-0 victories. So the Lancers so far this season have not lost a single set. Unbelievable start to the year. Meanwhile, Tewksbury's played twice so far. They lost to North Andover in North Andover as we get the first set underway. And then on Monday evening, they played at home against Methuen, and Tewksbury came away with the victory against the Rangers. Tewksbury on the board here first, 1-0. That serve was from Emily Butler, one of the two senior captains, as the Lancers get on the board now, all tied up at 1, side out. And LHS will serve. It's going to be Vielka Sanchez, number 16 in blue. Lancers in the blue uniforms with the white trim. She gets the service ace here. Tewksbury in the red uniforms with the white trim. 2-1 LHS on top here in the first set. Sanchez getting ready to serve it up again. Her left-handed serve is up and over. A little miscommunication there on the Tewksbury side of things. Lancers lead by 2 here, 3-1. Sanchez, one of the better servers on this team, and that's why. A low line drive serve and another ace. That left-handed serve coming from Sanchez can be very hard to pick up, as we have seen here early on in this matchup. Here's Wild on the near side. The set from Ferreras over to the far side for Reyes. That one is sent over by Harrington of Tewksbury. Back to the far side for Reyes, deflected out of bounds, and Lawrence leads 5-1. Sanchez with the left-handed serve, another sinking serve. Tewksbury gets the dig. Deflected at the net by Molina. Lancers trying to save it and get it over. They do. Great recovery by the Lancers, who scamper back into position. And a violation for 4 touches on the Tewksbury side. The Lancers get a point here. 6-1. It's a 5-point lead for the home team here in the first set. Lancers trying to remain undefeated on the season. They were undefeated last season all the way through to the state semifinals. As Tewksbury gets one back here, number 15, Allison Wild, the senior captain on the near side, getting the kill for the Redmen. Now it's Elizabeth Taggart to serve. High arching serve is up and over. Sanchez with the set for Molina. Harrington to the near side for Wild, and it's blocked! Molina in position, a perfect block by Jemima Molina to make it 7-2. LHS leading by 5. Molina serving after the block. Sent over to the near side, and that's deflected out of bounds by Madison Cueva of Tewksbury. 8-2 now. Lancers have opened the lead up to 6. Molina, the right-handed serve. This time goes to the far side. Here's the set from Harrington to Wild on the near side. He dumps it over, gets the kill. Good placement there by the experienced senior Allison Wild. Here's Alexa Harrington, the senior setter, serving. The Lancers need to get it over here. Reyes does it. Wild with the right hand. Over to the far side for Reyes, the spike, and she's got a kill. Maria Reyes, the sophomore, number 6 in blue. 9-3, Lancers back on top by 6, and Reyes gets ready to serve. Some velocity behind that serve from Reyes. Tewksbury able to get it over. Lawrence digs it out. Sanchez, the set to the far side for Heredia. Deflected back, and Tewksbury can't answer. Lancers have their largest lead of this first set. It is now 10-3 in favor of the home team. Serve comes over from Reyes. Tewksbury sends it over. Sanchez, the set to the far side for Heredia. Deflected out of bounds. Nice spike from Adamir Heredia, the junior, makes it 11-3. Here's Reyes again. Right-handed serve, sends it to the back, dumped over by Tewksbury, and the Lancers weren't ready for it. Side out. And the senior captain, Allison Wild, number 15 in red, gets ready to serve for the first time this evening. Reyes the dig. Sanchez the set. Heredia misfires. 11-5. Wild another serve. Jump serve to the back and out of bounds. A little too much power behind that serve from Wild. As the Lancers get a freebie, increase their lead up to 12-5 here in the first set. Right-handed serve is up and over from Ferreras. Deflected out of bounds. 13-5 now as Ferreras will serve again. Harrington the set. That one is inbound, sent over by the libero, number 19, Corinna Barron. She's a freshman, and she's going to serve here. Tewksbury down 13-6. Right-handed jump serve is up and over. Lancers need to get it over here. They do. Molina just is able to get it over. Molina again, punched over by Sanchez. The spike is going to be out of bounds. And Barron gets ready to serve it again. Here's the right-handed jump serve. Well out of bounds over the back line. 14-7. Lancers get sophomore Amaya Liu into the game. Right-handed serve is dug out by Tewksbury, tipped over by Harrington, and that's a nice kill from Sanchez. Finding the space on the floor and sending the ball where it had to go. 15-7 lead for Lawrence. Another serve from Liu. This one is knocked over by Cueva. Sanchez, the set for Molina. And a misplay over on the far side by Tewksbury. Lancers now lead by 9. As that one fell in front of the outside hitter. Here is Liu once again. Nice dig there by Barron to the near side for Cueva. Lancers can't keep it alive. It was Heredia over on the far side who deflected that one out. 16-8 our score here in the first. Lancers with an 8-point lead. Serve comes over from Madison Cueva, and she's got an ace. 16-9 here as Tewksbury tries to keep it close in set number 1. Sophomore outside hitter Madison Cueva with the right-handed serve. An excellent serve. Another ace. That's 2 in a row. Here's Cueva going for 3 straight. Batista with the first contact, now sent over by Molina to the near side, going cross court. Batista again, Sanchez to the far side for Heredia. What a spike! 17-10. Lancers get a side out here, much needed. And here's Ademir Heredia Jr., outside hitter. Dug out by Barron. And Heredia let that one go. And good awareness there by Ademir Heredia at the last second, turning away and letting that one go out of bounds. Results in an 8-point lead for Lawrence. Heredia sends it over right-handed. Here's the set from Harrington. And that's going to be a violation for the double hit. 19-10. Lancers in control so far here in the first set. Tewksbury trying to hang in there. Heredia to the near side. Nice dig by Wild as it's sent over by Cueva. Sanchez sends it over for Lawrence. Harrington the set to the near side for Cueva. Off the net and another point for LHS. The lead is up to 10 now. Double-digit lead for the home team. Heredia, the junior, gets ready to serve again. Right-handed serve is over. Dug out by Barron. The set, deflected at the net. Sanchez to Reyes. Tewksbury recovers to get it over. And that one is tipped over by Sanchez to give Lawrence an 11-point lead. Heredia serves with the right hand. Dug up by Wild. Harrington to Cueva. Reyes for Lawrence. Nice dig by Barron. But it's deflected out once again. 12-point lead for Lawrence, 22-10. Lancers 3 points away from a set 1 win. Barron the dig. Harrington pushes it over. Good awareness there by Alexa Harrington, the senior setter. Trying to keep Tewksbury within striking distance here in the first set. It's currently 22-11 in favor of Lawrence. And it'll be Emily Butler, the senior captain, to serve for the visiting Tewksbury Redmen. And that one is deflected away. An ace for Butler. Lead down to 10. Let's see if Tewksbury can keep it close here. Dug out by Ferreras. Sanchez to Molina, blocked in front. Now Wild on the near side, gets the kill. Good placement there by Allison Wild, the other senior captain on this Tewksbury squad. Nine-point lead as Butler sends it over. Ferreras to Sanchez. Now Reyes. Solid defense there from Tewksbury. Sanchez the set to Molina up the middle. Sanchez another set. Ferreras to Reyes. Deflected back and Tewksbury can't recover. Lancers by 10, 23-13. First set action from Lawrence. Wild on the near side. Sanchez couldn't dig that one out. It's a great spike on the near side by Allison Wild. Here's the senior Elizabeth Taggart to serve again. Right-handed serve, dug out by Molina. Sanchez, the set to the far side for Ferreras. Wild on the near side, tips it over. Lou, Sanchez punches it. Tipped over by Ferreras. Tewksbury able to recover. Here's the set to Molina. And that one is in bounds. Yes, indeed. Tewksbury gets the point. 23-15, not done yet here in the first. Here's Taggart once again. Lou the first touch. Sanchez the set for Molina. This time it's a misplay by Lawrence off the hands of Ferreras. Tewksbury hanging in there, 23-16 now. The lead is down to 7. Here's the senior Taggart once again. And we have a stray ball onto the field. Onto the court rather. Causing a quick stoppage in play. 23-16 still, Taggart the serve. Lou the dig, Sanchez the set. The spike from Ferreras is blocked. Ferreras on the second effort. Gets it over. Wild on the near side. The defense can't come up with it. Tewksbury trying for the epic comeback here in the first. Lancers 2 points away from the set victory, but all of a sudden it's 23-17. The Redmen keeping it close. Taggart, another serve. Dug out there by Rodriguez. Sent over by Reyes. Butler sends it over. Another dig from Rodriguez. Reyes with the spike. She's fired up about it, and rightfully so. The sophomore gets a set point for the Lancers. It's 24-17. The Lancers trying to end set one right here and right now. Here is Dejalie Torres, the junior, into the game for LHS. Right-handed serve is up and over. Lancers trying to end the first set here. Tewksbury trying to keep it alive. Sent over by Barron. Sanchez up the middle. Tewksbury able to recover. Here's Torres. Sanchez another set. Spiked over by Ferreras. Is that going to be it for the set? Yes, indeed. The Lancers win set number one, 25-17. Folks, thanks as always for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. We're going to take a short break and we're going to head to set number 2 with the Lancers leading 1-0.
Dora knows the best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey?
Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature, connect with family,
I love you guys.
and find your own adventure. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Pero aún así puede hacer música a su manera.
Sí.
A tocar.
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks again for joining us here on LPS Media for this Varsity Girls Volleyball matchup. Once again, Wednesday, September the 18th, 2019, the Lancers 4-0, trying to improve to 5-0. Tewksbury at 1-1. Lawrence High has not lost a set all year. Looking pretty strong here in the MVC, as we mentioned earlier. They won the MIAA Division I North title last season. An epic season, one for the ages, one we will truly, truly never forget. You can go back on the LPS Media YouTube channel and you can check out all of the action from last season, the amazing playoff run, and the victory in the championship game of the Division I North tournament, which was actually in Tewksbury. Tewksbury High School hosting that game. The game was played against Reading High School. The Lancers with an epic victory, one for the ages, as I mentioned. After all of the tragedy and the heartbreak that came along with the gas explosions of last year, this girls volleyball team gave us all something to look forward to. And not only did they come through with a phenomenal season, they went undefeated in the regular season throughout the Division I North playoffs, and they won the regional championship against Reading. It was a season we'll really never forget, but we have to turn the page and move on to 2019. The Lancer girls certainly have. They're already 4-0, and they're off to a 5-0 start here in the second set of this matchup against Tewksbury. 25-17, the final score of set number one, as that one is deflected out of bounds near side. And the Lancers lead 6-0 here to start off the second set. Heredia will continue to serve. Right-handed serve is up and over, dug out by Tewksbury. Up the middle, it's sent over, and Tewksbury on the board here in the second as Taggart gets the first point for the Redmen. And Taggart will serve. Tewksbury was able to go on a run there towards the end of the first set, partially because of the service of Taggart, and Vielka Sanchez turns and fires that one over. Made it look like she was about to set up one of her teammates. She spun and spiked to pick up the point for LHS, and now she will serve. 7-1 the score. Left-handed serve is up and over for Sanchez. Wild on the far side gets it to go. 7-2 the score. 5-point lead for the Lancers here in the second. Side out, and now Alexa Harrington, the senior setter, gets ready to serve it. Right-handed serve up and over to the near side corner. Set for Reyes. Ferreras gets it over for Lawrence. Harrington to the far side for Wild. Dug out by Heredia. Now to the near side, Reyes. Butler the dig. Tipped over by Kelly Tibbetts. Deflected back by Lawrence. Tibbetts, the senior, with the point for Tewksbury. 7-3 now. Here's Harrington with the serve. Nice dig by Reyes, sent over to the Tewksbury side of the net. Madison Cueva has it blocked. Point for the Lancers. Molina in on the block. Molina with the serve for Lawrence as the Lancers lead 8-3 here in the second. Wild from the near side to the far side with the spike. Tewksbury within 4. serve from Wild goes out of bounds far side in front of the Lancer bench. Lancers by 5 with Reyes, the sophomore, getting ready to serve. She sends it over with the right hand. Nice dig there by Barron. Tipped forward by Tibbetts. And Heredia on the near side, but she touched the net. Point goes to Tewksbury. Redmen down by 4. As the libero, Barron sends it over right-handed. Gets it to go, far side. That's an ace. She's the only freshman on this varsity team for Tewksbury. Her second serve is up and over, sends it to the back and just out of bounds. Lancers did well to let that one go. Results in a 4-point lead. And here's Carol Ferreras, the senior, with the serve. Over to the far side for Cueva. And Cueva finds the soft spot in the Lancer D. Tewksbury keeping it close here in the second. 10-7 our score. Lancers by 3. Tewksbury gets a sub into the game. Gianna Barassa into the game for the first time, and she can't get it over the net on her first serve, so quick side out. Lancers will serve now Amaya Liu, number 9, the sophomore. She sends it to the back where it's dug out by Barron. And that one is deflected back by Ferreras. 3-point lead for the Lancers. Quick side out. And Tewksbury will serve. Here's the senior co-captain, Emily Butler. Her right-handed serve is over, and Reyes can't come up with the dig. That's an ace for Tewksbury, and all of a sudden the Redmen down only 2 here in the second. Batista with the first touch. Here's Molina. Over to the far side for Wild. And Wild brings Tewksbury within 1. Eleven to 10 is our score here in the second. Here's Butler with the right-handed serve. Dug out by Batista. Sanchez to the near side for Molina. Punched over. Lancers back on top by 2 in a much tighter, much closer second set. Ademir Heredia, the junior, right-handed serve. Nice low serve as it's deflected forward by Butler. Heredia getting ready to serve it again. Right-handed serve up and over. Dig for Barron. Wild has it spiked and blocked by Lawrence. Great defense over on the far side. Molina and Sanchez teaming up for the block there right in front of the scorer's table. 14-10. Here's the set from Harrington, and that one is tipped back by Lawrence. Tewksbury within 3. Here's Elizabeth Taggart. The senior serves for Tewksbury. Sanchez, the set for Reyes. Reyes with the heads-up play right here on the near side. 15-11, a 4-point lead for Lawrence. Here's Sanchez with the left-handed serve. Butler, the first touch. Harrington, the set for Wild. In or out? Referee says, I don't know, and they're going to redo the point. So it remains 15-11. Sanchez to serve again. Butler the first touch. Now Barron to Wild. Sanchez, Ferreras, the set for Reyes. And it's deflected into the bench area. Lancers now lead by 5. Nice serve there by Bielka Sanchez. Here's Wild on the far side. Great offensive player. Allison Wild, the senior, brings Tewksbury within 4. Here's the setter, Harrington. Her serve is not over. Into the net. Quick side out. The Lancers get it back. Sub into the game for the Lancers is Lisbeth Navarre. And here is Molina with the right-handed serve. We have a whistle here. Inadvertent whistle here, perhaps. And it was a violation against Tewksbury, so a point for the Lancers gives Lawrence High a 6-point lead here in the second after the violation. Molina again. 18-12 our score here in the second. Here's Navarre to Sanchez, the set for Reyes. Nice dig there, low dig by Barron. And Wild gets that one to go, grazing the net. And falling on the Lancer side, it's 18-13. Lancers by 5 here. Allison Wild, the senior co-captain, gets ready to serve. Ferreras sends it over for Lawrence. Harrington up the middle for Tibbetts. Now Sanchez to Reyes. Wild to Harrington. Back to Wild. Into the net. (19-13) our score here in the second. The Lancers leading 1-0. The serve from Reyes is over. Over to the far side for Caitlin Cueva. Sanchez, the set near side for Heredia. And that's deflected back by Molina. Good offense there from Tewksbury. Side out, and now Corinna Barron, the libero, the freshman, will serve it up again. She and the Red Men down by 5. Sanchez to Heredia. Harrington, the set far side for Cueva. Inbounds. Tewksbury keeping it close here in the second. Redmen down 4. Barron another serve. Molina the first touch. Sanchez the set for Heredia. The spike is blocked. That's 4 touches. It never touched a Tewksbury player. It went off the net. So a violation against the Lancers. And only a 3-point lead for the home team as the libero Barron serves it again. Batista to Sanchez. Here's Heredia on the near side. Barron. The setup for Cueva. Good defense by Lawrence. Here's Heredia. Wild the first touch. Harrington back to Wild. Batista to Sanchez. Now Heredia out of bounds, and a point for Lawrence, 20-16. The lead back up to 4. Carol Ferreras gets ready to serve. Great line drive serve by Ferreras. Molina to Sanchez. Now Heredia near side. What a spike! 21-16 after the near side spike by Ademir Heredia. And that's going to prompt a timeout called by the Tewksbury bench and Tewksbury head coach Ali Lupi. Folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on LPS Media. Remember, we are your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We'll take this opportunity to remind you that we broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, and on YouTube. LPS Media broadcasts 24 hours a day, covering events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. So check out some of our regular programming, including LHS sports and theatrical productions. Check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel to watch LPS Media all day, every day on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 7 years. Back to the action here with Ferreira serving. The Lancers leading 21-16 in the second set. Lancers won the first set. Diving forward was Yaneli Batista, but she couldn't come up with it. Lawrence High still on top by 4. As Tewksbury will serve, it's going to be Gianna Barassa, the senior number 12. She sends it over. Batista, the first touch. Ferreras. Now Sanchez sends it back. Harrington the set to the far side for Cueva. Sanchez to Heredia on the near side. Lancers tip it over. Sent out of bounds over the far side. Right in front of the Lancer bench, and Lawrence did well to let that one go. Thought that one was going to fall in bounds, just barely out of bounds. And so the Lancers lead by 5 as we come down the home stretch here in the second set. Serve from Amaya Liu. Harrington the set right up the middle for Taggart, and it's blocked. 23-17. Lancers 2 points away from going up 2-0. Amaya Liu, the sophomore, serves again. Wild the first touch. Harrington goes back to Wild. Ferreras to Sanchez. Heredia pokes it over. Harrington the set. Nice job there by Elizabeth Taggart to get the kill. Tewksbury still hanging in there at 23-18. Can Tewksbury erase this 5-point lead, or will the Lancers go up 2-0? Here's Butler, the senior co-captain. Batista sends it over for Lawrence. To the far side for Wild. Lancers couldn't answer the offense from Allison Wild. 23-19, Lawrence High still on top by 4, and that's a tough time for a miscue as Butler, the senior co-captain, couldn't get it over the net, and it's set point for LHS. Adamir Heredia with the serve, dug out by Butler. Harrington the set for Taggart, keeping Tewksbury alive here, 24-20. Here's the serve from Taggart. Still set point for the Lancers. Sanchez, the set for Molina. Harrington, the set this time for Tibbetts. We have a whistle. Violation against Tewksbury. And that's all she wrote here in the second. The violation ends the set. Final score of set number 2, 25-20. Folks, thanks again for joining us here on LPS Media. The Lancers are now up 2-0 as we move on to set number 3. Thanks again for watching, and we're going to take a short break.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks again for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. The Lancers girls volleyball team, what a program they have. Can't say enough good things about head coach Marino Valdez and the entire Lawrence volleyball program, because it's not just a team, it's a program, and it's an absolute privilege to watch them perform here throughout the season. I mentioned in the last set a little bit about last season's run, but now it's all about 2019, and the Lancers have not yet lost a set in 2019. Lawrence High winning the first set by the score of 25-17 and winning the second set by the score of 25-20. The Lancers try to win this one. They will try to win this one 3-0. They will try to push Tewksbury down to a 1-2 record. Meanwhile, Tewksbury comes in 1-1, and the Redmen are trying to extend this one out to a fourth set, so we're just moments away from finding out. The Redmen have the lead here in the third, 2-1. As Molina sends that one over, it's blocked by Wild. The Lancers still alive here, and they're able to send it over and keep the play alive. Tipped over by Molina. Great defense and a great recovery by this Lancer squad here. Tied up at 2 now in the third set. Here's Jemima Molina with the right-handed serve. Nice dig there by Butler, and a violation for the double hit against Tewksbury. Lancers get their first lead of this third set. Three to 2 our score here in the third. Molina's right-handed serve is over. Wild on the near side with the spike. Sanchez with the defense, poked over by Reyes. Again, it's Wild. Great dig there by Heredia. Excellent reflexes. And Reyes with the spike. And the Lancer girls are fired up. Four to 2 our score here in the third. It all started with an excellent dig by Ademir Heredia off the spike of Allison Wild. Lancers able to turn that defense into offense, as Wild couldn't get that one over the net. Another point for Lawrence. It's 5 to 2 now, with Molina continuing her service. She sends it over. Harrington, the set backwards to Tibbetts. And Kylie Tibbetts gets a point for the visiting Redmen. 5-3 now. Here's Alexa Harrington. The setter serves it. Sanchez, the set to the near side for Reyes. Tewksbury trying to keep it alive. They do. Just gets over the net. Wild sends it to the back. Molina pokes it up. Heredia sends it forward to Sanchez, who gets it over. Over to the far side, and it's out of bounds. Lancers by 3 here. 6 to 3 our score. Here's Maria Reyes again. This one poked over by Harrington. Sent backwards by Sanchez, and Molina couldn't catch up to it. Again, Tewksbury keeping it close here in the third. 6 to 4 our score. Side out, and it's Wild to serve. First touch from Reyes. Sanchez to Ferreras. Over the back line and out of bounds. Tewksbury now within 1. As the senior co-captain Wild gets ready to serve again. The Lancers get Dejalie Torres back into the game. And Ferreras goes out. Here's the serve from Wild. Tewksbury trying to tie this thing up here in the third. Sanchez to Heredia with the spike. Wild with a nice dig, although it might have been going out of bounds. Sanchez to Heredia again. What a spike by Ademir Heredia. 7-5 to electrify the crowd. And Dejali Torres, number 7 in blue, gets ready to serve with the Lancers, leading 7-5. She sends it over. The dig from Barron, poked over. Torres gets it over for Lawrence. Here's the set from Harrington, up the middle for Tibbetts. Lancers trying to recover. Sanchez gets it over. Harrington with the set. Molina the first touch to Sanchez. Now Heredia with another spike, whistle, and a violation for touching the net against Tewksbury. The Lancers get the point and they extend their lead up to 8-5 here in the third. Torres with another nice serve. Here's Cueva getting it over on the near side. Sanchez, the set for Heredia. This time it's blocked. Good defense by Tewksbury over on the far side. Heredia has been teeing up over there, but this time the Redmen defense was ready. And here's the freshman, Karina Barron. She gets an ace. The freshman libero brings Tewksbury within one. And now the Redmen will try to tie it up. Second serve goes into the net, side out, and the Lancers take over. Lawrence high by 2 here in the third, and up 2 sets to nothing. And it's Amaya Liu getting ready to serve. Right-handed serve is over. Harrington with the set for Cueva. Nice defense. Sanchez, the set to Heredia. The spike is in bounds. Ademir Heredia teeing off again here in the third set. Here's the serve from Amaya Liu. Deflected out of bounds by Wild. 11-7 here in the third. And a timeout called by the Tewksbury bench. Timeout called by head coach of Tewksbury, Ali Lupi. Folks, again, thank you for joining us on LPS Media. We're going to take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Get the app or open up your favorite browser to watch our videos. We have over 1,000 from the last 7 years. Currently featured, the Lancers volleyball game from last week was a victory against Chelmsford. Also, the Lancers football team opened up the season with an exciting home game against Burlington. You can learn about sea turtles and watch as they lay their eggs and see their hatchlings return to the sea. And finally, the Rise Up news for September. Meet the staff as a new school year begins. Remember, you can check out all those videos as well as previous sports games, concerts, and theatrical performances on the LPS Media YouTube channel. So after the timeout, it'll be Amaya Liu to continue serving. The score 11-7. Here's the dig from Barron. Tewksbury gets it over. Reyes to Sanchez. Now Heredia tees it up once again. This time Barron's there for the dig. Sent over by Cueva on the near side. Poked over by Bielka Sanchez. And she gets the point for LHS. Lawrence High on top by 5 here in the third. Amaya Liu with the serve. First touch to Barron. Harrington the set right up the middle for Taggart. Sanchez to Molina. And Tewksbury can't answer. 13-7. The lead now up to 6 as the Lancers try to end it. And the Red Men try to extend it out into a 4th set. Here's the serve from Liu. Little too low. Side out, and Tewksbury will serve down by 5. Here's Madison Cueva, the sophomore. Deflected back by Reyes, and Tewksbury comes to within 4. Here's the sophomore outside hitter, Cueva, serving it again. Liu to Sanchez, and Sanchez turns and fires. Now to the near side to Caitlin Cueva, inbounds. Caitlin and Madison Cueva, both sophomores here on this varsity squad. Here's Madison. Right-handed serve. Out of bounds on the far side. Side out. And the Lancers will serve up by 4. Here's a serve from Heredia. Set up to the near side for Cueva. Sanchez sets it up to the far side for Rodriguez. Right up the middle for Taggart, and it's blocked by Lawrence. 15-10. Lancers on top by 5 as Ademir Heredia, junior outside hitter, serves it up again. And that one is deflected out of bounds by Gianna Barassa. Lancers have their largest lead of the 3rd set. It's a 6-point lead. Heredia, another serve. Cueva on the near side. Was it in? Was it out? It was in. Side out. Tewksbury gets it back, down by 5. Emily Butler, senior co-captain. Out of bounds, near side. Quick side out. Lawrence regains control of the serve. And the setter, Bielka Sanchez, sends her left-handed serve up and over. Liu to Sanchez. Here's the setup for Rodriguez. Deflected out of bounds, a point for Lawrence. (18-11) here in the 3rd. Lancers with a 7-point lead. 7 points away from going to 5-0. Here's Wild near side, pokes it over. Lancer defense sends it over, but out of bounds. 18-12 now. Here is the senior Elizabeth Taggart with the right-handed serve. Heredia to Sanchez. Sanchez sends it back. Molina does a good job to keep the play alive. Here's Wild near side. Inbounds. Great offense from Allison Wild. Lead back down to 5. Taggart with the serve. Sanchez with the set up the middle for Rodriguez, but a whistle and a violation. Goes against Lawrence, making contact with the net. And now the lead is down to 4. Taggart again. Liu to Sanchez for Torres. And a violation. Again, contact with the net there by Torres. Tewksbury on a run here, now down by only 3 with Taggart serving. let go, but that falls inbounds, and Taggart with an ace. Now the lead only 2 for Lawrence. Here's the senior Taggart. Batista with the first touch. Now Molina on the near side, deflected out of bounds by Taggart. And Lawrence gets a much needed side out. 19-16. Molina and the Lancers leading by 3. And that one is deflected to the far side by Gianna Barraza. Molina gets ready to serve again. Lancers 20, Redmen 16. Lawrence High 5 points away from a 5-0 start to the 2019 season. Molina sends it over. Here's the set up the middle for Tibbetts. Out of bounds. Lawrence High 21, Tewksbury High 16. Here's the serve from Jemima. Molina goes near side with it. Harrington the set, up the middle for Barron. Can't get it to go. Tough break there for Tewksbury. It's 22-16 now. Lead is up to 6. Here's the serve from Molina. And that's a violation against Tewksbury for the double hit. Tough break for Tewksbury. It's 23-16. Lancers are 2 points away. Molina the serve. Barron to Harrington, up the middle for Tibbetts. Deflected backwards, and Tewksbury still alive, 23-17. They get a side out. Harrington, the senior, will serve for the visiting Redmen. Sends it over. Batista the first touch. Now Sanchez punched over by Rodriguez. Point goes to Tewksbury. 23-18, lead down to 5. Here's Harrington. Batista the dig. Up the middle for Torres. Nice dig there by Emily Butler. Poked over by Tewksbury, and Batista diving for it. Great effort, but she couldn't get it. 23-19, and the lead is down to 4. Here's the serve from Harrington. Wild sends it over. Batista to Sanchez. Torres. Harrington to the near side for Wilds. Deflected at the net. Sanchez to Torres. To the far side for Rodriguez. And a misplay there as Harrington and Butler both went for it. And that sets up match point, 24-19. The Lancers can win it now. Here's the serve from Rodriguez. Butler sends it over. And Heredia dove for it. Couldn't come up with it though, 24-20. Still match point. Here's Wild with the serve for Tewksbury. Torres on the near side with the spike. Was it in or out? It was out of bounds. Lead is down to 3 here. Little bit of tension in the room now as Lawrence High still has match point. Here's Sanchez over to the far side for Heredia. Inbounds, and the Lancer machine keeps on rolling. 3 sets to nothing. This one ends 25-21. Here in the third, the Lancers improve to 5-0 on the season with a 3 sets to nothing victory against Tewksbury, and the Lancers have not lost a set in 2019. What a start to the year for the Lancers varsity girls volleyball team. Folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on LPS Media. Remember, we are your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. Our next broadcast, varsity football, the Lancers versus Andover, Saturday, September 28th at noon. Thanks again, folks, for watching, and we'll see you next time.